I was just about to start making more of my UDFA videos. I look on Pride of Detroit, shout out to those guys, and to go get the tracker and see that the Detroit Lions have decided to kind of quietly bring another person in. And you see from the thumbnail, it is undrafted Michigan kicker James Turner. Here's what Pride of Detroit had to say. Says Turner has been a reliable kicker from short and moderate distances, but with a college long of just 50 yards, he may not solve the Lions' current issue of having no reliable long-distance kicker. Turner will come in and compete with incumbent kicker Michael Backlit. Last year, Backlit initially lost out the kicker competition before returning to the practice squad, winning the job back and going 4 for 4 in the regular season and 3 for 3 on field goals in the playoffs. In addition to adding Turner, here's my favorite part. The Lions have also shown interest in Michigan Panther kicker James Bates, who caught the attention of the NFL teams after starting the season perfect on field goals, including a pair of makes from 60-plus yards. Bates cannot be signed with a team until the UFL season is over. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking about Jake Bates, and I kind of knew that this was the case because the UFL, the whole goal of the XFL and UFL at the time, USFL at the time, is to bring attention not only to spring football to give us something kind of fun to watch. As a matter of fact, the Michigan Panthers play today, but also to make an opportunity. It's not a developmental league, but they do have a partnership with the NFL where kind of, okay, you know what? We got some guys. We got some guys here that may not have been good enough to make the 53-man roster, or maybe they just slipped through the cracks and these guys are able to get back to the NFL. We've seen it happen many times before. We've actually seen the reverse as well. Guys will go from the NFL to one of these spring football leagues and then make their way back to the NFL the following season. So the kicker from the Michigan Panthers, there were only 3 kickers taken in the NFL draft. I knew that the Detroit Lions were not going to take a kicker. I had no idea. I mean, you know that that's not going to happen, especially with the interest in Jake Bates. So do I think this changes anything? I don't. Usually we go into the preseason or maybe training camp with 2 to 3 kickers. Kickers is on the heavy side. Like 3 kickers, that's on the heavy side. But usually we go into there with 2 to 3, and then they'll battle it out in preseason. Usually it'll be like maybe one will get a full game or one will get a half. And I truly think that we're going to see Jake Bates when the UFL season is over, and that will be sometime in mid-June. I think the championship happens then. That'll give him just enough time to come back and get ready for OTAs and training camp and all that stuff. And as a kicker, probably not a lot of stuff he needs to do, but I feel sorry because this video is about James Turner. But so do I think it matters? Do I like the competition? I do. Michael Backlit was solid for us, but the issue is that if the field goal is over 50 yards, it's a little shaky. Now, he did a phenomenal job in that he kicked a 54-yarder against the LA Rams in the playoffs, which wind up being the difference in that game. So I'm not mad at this, obviously, right? Kicking competition grows, and it's going to grow in June when I fully expect us to not let Jake Bates get out of the state of Michigan. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below about the Detroit Lions. How do you feel about them not drafting a kicker? I'm not bothered with it at all. You have plenty of kickers. I mean, in the NFL draft, you can see only 3 were drafted, 257 picks, and only 3 of them were kickers. If you know what I'm saying. So this was bound to be the way. A lot of the times the kickers are going to come from undrafted rookie free agents or some other way, some other league, something like that, even the CFL, the stuff like that. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You guys are awesome. I want to warn you too, because today you're going to get a lot of videos. You only get notified for 3, so you don't have to worry about your notification going off, but you're going to see a lot of videos in your feed. I'm going to try to knock as many of these UDFA videos as I can in the next 24 to 48 hours, because after that, we need to move on. The interest in them kind of die down after about 24 to 48 hours. So I want to get, while people are interested in who they are, I want to get those out as soon as possible. So I'm going to apologize in advance. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.